From the time their feet first touched the soft sands of Jamestown in the 1600s to the time of the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, our black ancestors toiled in the fields under the scorching sun. Their life was a hard one. They were whipped and brutalized, but they never lost sight of a brighter future, and they did not toil in vain. They toiled for us, their children, so that we may have what they were so unjustly deprived of. "50, 60, 70 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, African Americans still were not treated equally, were not treated fairly. So Langston Hughes, a prominent African American poet, wrote about the difficulties that African Americans faced in his poem, Mother to Son. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor. Bare. But all the time I's been a-climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you set down on the steps 'cause you finds it's kinder hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I's still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. And after years of fighting and struggling, we finally, as a people, reached a new milestone in African American history. We have elected a president who embodies our ideas of hope and opportunity. My ancestors have fought for years to open the doors for me and my future children. And now I stand at the threshold of those open doors. Now my responsibility is to walk through them. What are my dreams for the future? I want to be at the forefront of the fight against HIV/AIDS in the United States and in the world. A month ago, I took a trip to South Africa. In South Africa, I visited the Agape Orphanage, an orphanage that houses children whose parents have died from HIV. The beautiful children that I met, so full of energy and enthusiasm, they have increased my desire to work with children in the future. On my trip to South Africa, I realized that in this world we are all connected, though I live in Mississippi and they live in Africa. A question that is frequently asked is, am I my brother's keeper? The answer is simply yes. If we are to progress in this world, and if we are to eradicate diseases and the poverty that plagues us, we must work together. We must be able to empathize with one another. I as a young African American female, I want to be a major figure in this world. I'm not content to fade into the shadows. I want to leave my mark. I want to make a difference in the lives of people, in the lives of children. But now, I'm starting out by helping in my community. I volunteer in nursing homes for AIDS organizations. I tutor children in math and science. I give tennis lessons to kids, and I make sure to perform one random act of kindness a day. Life ain't been no crystal stair, nor will it ever be. But we must learn to work together. Then, once we do, as our new President Barack Obama says, yes, we can.